Welcome to your favorite channel, where we dive into the wild, weird, and wacky world of the UFC, a place where cauliflower ears and broken noses are just job hazards, and fighters spend more time trash talking on Twitter than training in the gym. The UFC, or Ultimate Fighting Championship, isn't just a sport, it's a reality TV show packed with kicks and punches. Let's peel back the layers of this human onion ring, shall we? The UFC's tale began in 1993. Initially, it was a sort of martial arts potluck where participants showed up with their best kung fu, karate, or whatever they did in their buddy's basement. Forced to fight without weight classes or gloves, it was more like an unscripted episode of WWE but with less spandex. Fast forward to today, the rules have become as thick as a New York City phone book, and the UFC has spread its wings globally, leaving no stone unpunched. The organizational structure resembles a medieval kingdom with different weight classes: flyweight, featherweight, and heavyweight, among others, all vying for the Iron Throne of cage sport. These warriors fight tooth and nail, or should we say foot and fist, to wear that shiny belt. And let's not forget The Ultimate Fighter, a show where hopefuls live together, train together, and basically turn into the world's most aggressive roommates. Next up, the MVPs of our cage match soap opera. You've got Conor McGregor, the Irish brawler who talks like Shakespeare on Red Bull. He became a double champ and showed us that dreams do come true, as long as you can throw a mean left hook and have an accent irresistible to Americans. Khabib Nurmagomedov, the Russian grappler who wrestles bears for fun, retired undefeated and is probably still perfecting his chokehold technique on unsuspecting forest creatures. Amanda Nunes, a Brazilian dynamo, has more belts than a WWE collector, knocking people out like it's a casual hobby. UFC isn't picky about fighting styles. There's boxing, perfect for those who like to punch first and ask questions never. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is for fighters who believe the ground is where the action's at, wrestling is for human bulldozers, and kickboxing is basically dance class if your dance partner wants to kick your head off. Last but not least, the social impact. UFC fighters have taken over Instagram feeds and late-night talk shows, stretching their 15 minutes of fame into a full feature-length movie. Major events like McGregor versus Khabib are more popular than family reunions and, honestly, probably more entertaining. In short, the UFC is more than just a sport. It's a global spectacle, a melting pot of martial arts, and a constant source of GIF-worthy moments. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the dramatic, sometimes painful, but always entertaining circus that is the UFC. The Ultimate Fighting Championship, or UFC, is renowned for the intense training and preparation that fighters undergo before stepping into the octagon. UFC fighters are some of the most conditioned athletes in the world, and their training regimens comprise a meticulous mix of strength, conditioning, technical skills, and mental preparation. Fighters typically spend months fine-tuning their striking, grappling, and conditioning. They pay careful attention to their diets, recovery processes, and mental focus to ensure they are at their peak performance on fight night. Specialized gyms known for certain martial arts are integral to their training. For instance, some fighters focus heavily on Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu at a BJJ academy, while others may refine their striking skills in a Muay Thai camp. In addition to physical training, strategy is crucial. Fighters and their coaches analyze opponents' fighting styles, strengths, and weaknesses to develop a game plan. This involves exploiting an opponent's weak ground game or preparing for a specific type of strike or takedown. The combination of physical prowess and strategic thinking makes UFC compelling to watch. Spectators witness the result of months of intense preparation and planning, where every move is calculated and every second counts. Referees and judges play pivotal roles in UFC events. Referees ensure the safety and fairness of the fight, enforce the rules, stop the fight when necessary, and ensure the fighters adhere to regulations. Judges determine the outcome of fights that go the distance, scoring based on criteria like effective striking, grappling, control of the octagon, and aggression. Fights are scored using the 10-point must system, but judging in MMA is often controversial due to the subjective nature of the criteria. Understanding the roles of referees and judges adds depth to appreciating the sport, as their decisions can vastly impact the fight's outcome. Preparation for a fight in the UFC isn't limited to just the physical aspect. The psychological side plays a significant role in a fighter's performance. Stepping into the UFC cage requires a strong mentality and the ability to handle the immense psychological pressure that fighters face before and during a fight. The tension, anxiety, and anticipation of facing an opponent in front of a large audience and on a global stage can be extremely stressful. Therefore, many fighters rely on techniques like meditation, self-motivation, and mental visualization as part of their fight preparation. Psychological preparation can also involve managing fear, maintaining calm under pressure, and being able to adapt to changes in the game plan during the fight. Fighters like Georges St-Pierre, considered among the best in UFC history, have often highlighted the importance of the mental aspect in their success, noting that mental preparation is just as important as physical training. In fact, many training teams employ sports psychologists to help fighters improve their focus and enhance their mental toughness. These psychological preparations can make the difference between winning and losing, especially in highly competitive fights. With the global expansion of the UFC, it has had a significant economic impact on the world of sports and entertainment. The mixed martial arts industry has become an important source of revenue, not just through ticket sales and television broadcasts, but also through sponsorship deals and merchandise sales. We see major brands competing to sponsor UFC events or sign fighters as brand ambassadors. Additionally, the UFC's entry into digital streaming platforms like UFC Fight Pass has contributed to increased revenues through subscriptions and exclusive content. The economic impact also extends to the cities that host UFC events, which benefit from the influx of fans, leading to a boost in hotels, restaurants, and local commerce. Often, major cities around the world seize the opportunity to host a UFC event to enhance their reputation as a sports destination. This economic growth has not only benefited the UFC as an organization but also extended to the fighters themselves. With the sport's increasing popularity, top fighters can earn significant income through fight contracts, bonuses, and sponsorship deals, making the sport more attractive to top talent from around the world. The continuous evolution in the UFC is not just about organizational growth and global expansion. It also extends to the technical and skill development we see in fighters over the years. If we look at the early matches in the UFC, we notice that fighters often relied heavily on a single fighting style, whether it was jiu-jitsu, boxing, or wrestling. However, over time, it became clear that the most successful fighters are those who possess well-rounded skills across various aspects of martial arts. Today, well-rounded fighters are the most successful in the UFC, able to fight standing up, skillfully navigate ground rounds, and control the pace of the fight using a variety of techniques. This shift reflects the ongoing evolution in fighter training and preparation. We also see remarkable advancements in modern fighting strategies, where fighters come in with innovative offensive and defensive approaches, benefiting from scientific studies and analytical data to enhance their performance. All these factors have contributed to elevating the level of matches, making them more thrilling and exciting. In conclusion, the UFC is not just a combat sport, but a comprehensive experience that combines physical skill, mental prowess, technological innovation, and cultural diversity. Over the years, the UFC has evolved from a local event into a global phenomenon, impacting the lives of both fighters and fans alike. Whether you are a longtime UFC fan or new to following this sport, this exciting world always has something new to offer. From the development of fighters' skills to the technological innovations enhancing the viewing experience, the UFC continues to amaze us and deliver the best that mixed martial arts can offer. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel to be the first to catch the latest videos on UFC and mixed martial arts. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more exciting content coming soon.